Hi, my name is Sherry. I'm a married mother of 22 years. I have raised my children to be good people. My son is still attending school. My daughter has her bachelor's in economics and ACE calculus. I have written a book called Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children because I want parents to become good parents and children to become good children. This book will also teach single parents, parents on the go, married couples, how to prepare before taking their children out in public. Chapter 1 is for parents only to read. Chapter 2 is for parents to read with their children so they can prepare before taking them out in public. Please take time out to order your copy of Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children. Becoming a good person and being a good parent is an important job, and having a good family is a choice. Use Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children as an educational tool to become a good parent.
There you are. Come on, let's go.
Where are we going?
I have to run some errands.
I don't want to go.
What do you mean you don't want to go? You're too young to stay home.
I still don't want to go.
Really? Let's go. I have to go to the store.
Can I get something?
That depends on your behavior. Let's go.
If you're like most families with young children, sometimes making trips to common places like a store, mall, or other public place can be difficult. Many things need to be learned by the children so they don't misbehave. Sometimes they will see a toy, a game, or clothing that they really want, and if they're told they cannot have it, they yell or become disrespectful. It can be very embarrassing. One way of effectively teaching good behavior is to use Mommy and Daddy's Day with the Children. Written by author Cherry Peace, Mommy and Daddy's Day with the Children contains terrific illustrations, and it suggests simple ways of learning good behavior before going out in public. It also teaches some basic safety, such as not talking to strangers and staying close to your parents. Order your copy of Mommy and Daddy's Day with the Children by Cherry Peace today and start a wonderful learning journey that the whole family can share. You can order it online at Amazon.com and at BarnesandNoble.com. You can get it as a paperback or even in a Nook or Kindle version. Both Amazon.com and Barnes & Noble will let you preview the book online before buying. Get yours today.
Hey Mom, can I get this?
Not today, honey.
Please take time out to order your copy of Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children. And remember, please be a good mommy and daddy. Being a good parent is a choice. Use these educational tools to become a good parent. And remember, your child's life is in your hands.
Order your copy today by going online to www.amazon.com or www.barnesandnoble.com and search on Mommy and Daddy's Day with the Children. Or call now at 1-888-232-4444. Operators are standing by to take your order of Cherry Peace's Mommy and Daddy's Day with the Children. Order yours today.
Hi, I want to welcome Diane. She bought my book, Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children. Now, Diane, tell me, what did you get out of Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children?
Well, I got out of the book that when we go shopping, that my daughter should not be wandering off, touching everything in the store, and to learn to be polite and, hold my hand and stay with me. So that, she doesn't get lost or she's not throwing a fit, that, she's not going to be able to get something if she's touching on everything. So it really helped us a lot, like when we go out shopping, that she's going to stay with me and be well behaved and, so we can kind of work together.
So you're saying that one of the key points you got out of my book was that she wanders off. So and now that you read the book to her, she doesn't have that problem anymore.
Yeah, because she used to tend to wander off wanting to look at everything. And, you know, we had a time or two where, you know, just my heart started beating because pretty fast, where's my daughter? You know, she's like, you know, over there. So we got this book, and so we read it together, and now she stays right with me, and she's well behaved, and we make better decisions.
So you're saying a key point you got out of this book, out of Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children, was that one of the problems that you had was where she wandered off. And so after reading this book, she changed. So now how does she act?
So now she realized the importance of, you know, staying with her mom or her dad when she's out shopping. And so she knows that, you know, you don't just wander off and you don't pout if you don't get something that you want. And so the behavior is a lot better.
So would you recommend this book to our audience, Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children?
Yes, I would definitely recommend this book for parents going out shopping with their children.
Wow, so you heard it from Diane. Now go out and get your copy or call the 1-800 number or go to Amazon.com or Barnes & Noble. I'm very excited to introduce you to Armani and Antavius. Now we're going to talk to Antavius. Antavius, how did you act like before you read my book, Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children? And then what did you learn after? So tell me, how did you act before you read this book?
Well, I was just acting for attention. You know, I was being bad, and I just thought that's what I was gonna do because I didn't really know what to do. So I was just running around the store, you know, going around. But then after I read the book, I knew to be polite, stay to my parents, and then they're nice to me.
Okay, so you heard it from Antavius. Now, Armani, tell me what happened to you, you know, how did you behave before you read my book?
Well, before I read your book, I didn't really behave that really good in the store. Like, I would do it on purpose, like mess with my brother or my sister because I was bored. But after reading the book, I learned how not to be bored.
Wow, so that's great. So you really learned by reading Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children. So now I'm going to tell you how to get my book, Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children. Now, you can call the 1-800 number, or you can go to Amazon.com or Barnes & Noble. So, Antavius, what did you learn?
Well, I learned to be polite and just tap my hand on my mom if I want to talk to her, and do not act up, and I don't touch things that doesn't belong to me in the store, and I'd be good.
Okay, that sounds really great. It sounds like you learned a lot out of Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children. Armani, now tell me, how did you behave before you read the book?
Before I read that book, I used to purposely hurt my brother, or because I was bored. But once I read the book, I learned how not to be bored and how to have fun in the store with my mom.
Wow, so that means that you learned how to be obedient after you read Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to tell you how to get your copy of Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children. So go to Amazon.com or Barnes & Noble or call the 1-800 number.
There you are. Come on, let's go.
Where are we going?
I have to run some errands.
I don't want to go.
What do you mean you don't want to go? You're too young to stay home.
I still don't want to go.
Really? Let's go. I have to go to the store.
Can I get something?
That depends on your behavior. Let's go.
If you're like most families with young children, sometimes making trips to common places like a store, mall, or other public place can be difficult. Many things need to be learned by the children so they don't misbehave. Sometimes they will see a toy, game, or clothing that they really want, and if they're told they cannot have it, they yell or become disrespectful. It can be very embarrassing. One way of effectively teaching good behavior is to use Mommy and Daddy's Day with the Children. Written by author Cherry Peace, Mommy and Daddy's Day with the Children contains terrific illustrations, and it suggests simple ways of learning good behavior before going out in public. It also teaches some basic safety, such as not talking to strangers and staying close to your parents. Order your copy of Mommy and Daddy's Day with the Children by Cherry Piece today and start a wonderful learning journey that the whole family can share. You can order it online at Amazon.com and at BarnesandNoble.com. You can get it as a paperback or even in a Nook or Kindle version. Both Amazon.com and Barnes & Noble will let you preview the book online before buying. Get yours today.
Hey Mom, can I get this?
Not today, honey.
Please take time out to order your copy of Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children. And remember, please be a good mommy and daddy. Being a good parent is a choice. Use these educational tools to become a good parent. And remember, your child's life is in your hands.
Order your copy today by going online to www.amazon.com or www.barnesandnoble.com and search on Mommy and Daddy's Day with the Children. Or call now at 1-888-232-4444. Operators are standing by to take your order of Cherry Piece's Mommy and Daddy's Day with the Children. Order yours today.
Now I have with me my grandchildren. I'm very excited to introduce you and tell you what they learned about Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children. Now we have Chloe. Chloe, tell me, what did you learn about what not to do when you enter into the grocery store?
Don't talk to strangers. Don't touch anything that was yours. And you can buy something you like, you just raise your hand.
Wow, so you heard it from Chloe. She said, don't talk to strangers, raise your hand when you want something. Wow, that's a great answer. Now we have Kiana. Kiana, tell me, what did you get out of Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children and what not to do in the store?
Well, I learned out of Mommy and Daddy's Day with the Children is that you're not supposed to yell and scream, and it may cause for your parents may get mad at you, and you don't want that. But
yes, that's true.
They respect me, so I should respect them back. I learned not to yell or scream, and it's very distracting to other shoppers because it's very loud, and you're not supposed to be doing that in a store.
Yes.
And I would like to thank you for having Mommies and Daddies with the Children, because it's very good. It's a very good tool for children and mothers.
Well, thank you. Now, you heard it from a 9-year-old and a 4-year-old. So, go out and get your copy of Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children.
Hi, Dave Asher here with Nevada First TV. In the studio today we have Cherry Piece. Cherry wrote this book, Mommy and Daddy's Day with the Children. Cherry, welcome to the studio.
I'm glad to be here.
Well, you're going to tell us about this book, but first I want to know what made you decide to be an entrepreneur and a book author, and what does that mean to you?
Well, to me, it means helping others and helping parents with their children so they can become a better parent and their children can be obedient in public.
We need everybody to get this book, so what's the content of the book about?
Well, one part is just strictly for the parents, and the second part is for the children. So you have a part just for animation.
So this is really a book for the parent to read to the children or with the children?
Yes, it is. It's an educational tool that I help them prepare before they go out in public.
That's neat. What's the book about?
Well, it's a parenting guide. So when you sit down with your children And the first section, like I said earlier, will go over examples to prepare you when you get ready to talk to your child. And then when you sit down and talk to them, you'll show them the illustration and different points, like if they're lost in a store, what to do. So different techniques is in the book.
So it's a tool for parents to learn to be better parents to the children, and it's also a tool for the children to grasp the information that they need to be better kids, to be a better participant in the world. So what else are we going to find out in this book?
Well, my book is different because it has illustration in there. So when you're sitting down with the kid, he can also see examples, you know, like when he's lost in the store, or how to prepare himself before he goes, or how to act.
Well, I think you've really found a niche. This book is going to catch on. So who's selling this book for you?
Amazon.com, and you can go to any leading bookseller.
So you're already out there. You're a local author based in Nevada, based in Reno here. Gotcha. Is this your first book?
Yes, it is, and I'm going to have more editions coming out.
Is this going to be a series?
Yes, it definitely will be a series of books for parenting.
I think you're onto something. This is going to be really good. So what's your future as an entrepreneur of this?
Well, I just want to help parents and better educate people, you know, about taking their kids out in public, just so they can have a heads up on what to expect when they take their kids out.
Is this going to go all the way into teens eventually?
Well, eventually, yes, it will.
They're going to have to be thicker books than this. I think, you know, there's a lot of issues out there that kids have, you know, with social media, with all the smartphones. There's a lot of new issues that we didn't have when we were children. So are your books going to address the newer generations and what they have to face?
Yes, it is. My book is going to show examples to prepare a child before going out and dealing with different situations, so they'll be prepared and they'll know who to talk to. Like if they get lost in the store, they know where to meet their parent, or who to talk to and who not to talk to. And you know, some of the examples is like keeping your hands to yourself, like asking before you touch anything in the store. You know, and then I have examples like if they're not obedient in the book and what to do.
And again, I think this is an awfully small book. There's a lot of information that needs to be out there because kids these days just haven't had that leadership. The parents are all working, you know, so you're trying to reverse that trend and try to bring the parents back together with the children. So you really are onto something here. We need to help you get the word out. Now, locally, I can see you now. I know you've just got this going through Amazon now. Locally, you need to go down to like Sundance bookstores, have a book signing day, because you're going to be a local famous author. I just know it. We'll get you on the radio down at America Matters. They have some radio shows with book authors. What other ideas do you have to help get the idea and get to promote this book out there?
Well, just traveling and supporting Nevada and having book signings and going to different schools and promoting my book and talking to the local parents here in Nevada. You know, because I feel it's a need. Parents need to, you know about my book and know how to train their children before taking them out in public. Because little kids can be very overwhelmed if you do not talk to them regarding the situation and prepare them before you take them out in public.
Well, I like all these ideas. I see this in preschools. I see this in, you know, with your babysitters, your child care. Everybody that has anything to do with dealing with the kids, read them a nice book. Now, the illustrations in this book are really special.
Yes,
did you have a local artist help you with that?
Well, I didn't have a local artist, but I did do some of the illustrations
myself. Some of it's your own, and it's just a neat book. So what you do here is the parent reads this part, and the child is looking at this part, and they get the message by seeing the illustration that goes with the text. So
because it's an example, so they'll know.
So is this book specifically for a certain age group?
Well, it depends on your child. You can start off at 2 all the way up into 7 or 8. It just depends on the child.
I can almost see once a kid knows how to read this book, maybe they're going to go read it to other kids.
That definitely could happen. They can get excited about it.
Yes, they're going to get excited about the positive message. Look what I know. You need to learn how to do this too. So we want to find out again how to get a hold of this book. How are we going to buy this? How are we going to get it to the hands of millions and millions of parents? Because please, believe me, I know the kids need help out there. Parents need help. We need to get you promoted. What's the best way to get a hold of you?
Well, the best way is just go to Amazon.com. You know, it's a search engine and it's very popular.
And look up Cherry Peace. Cherry just like the cherry and peace just like the peace.
Yes.
Cherry Peace, Mommy and Daddy's Day with the Children. So if you just search that, you're going to find it.
Yes, you will. It'll just pop right up.
And are sales going on now? Are you making sales?
Yes, I am, definitely.
Is it working for you?
Yes, it is.
Well, that's a good way to do it. Well, now you've got to know Cherry Peace and her book, Mommy and Daddy's Day. She's going to be a famous author. You heard her here first on Nevada First TV. We want her to have this book in every bookstore, in every child's hands. We want every mommy to read.
There you are. Come on, let's go.
Where are we going?
I have to run some errands.
I don't want to go.
What do you mean you don't want to go? You're too young to stay home.
I still don't want to go.
Really? Let's go. I have to go to the store.
Can I get something?
That depends on your behavior. Let's go.
If you're like most families with young children, sometimes making trips to common places like a store, mall, or other public place can be difficult. Many things need to be learned by the children so they don't misbehave. Sometimes they will see a toy, a game, or clothing that they really want, and if they're told they cannot have it, they yell or become disrespectful. It can be very embarrassing. One way of effectively teaching good behavior is to use Mommy and Daddy's Day with the Children. Written by author Cherry Peace, Mommy and Daddy's Day with the Children contains terrific illustrations, and it suggests simple ways of learning good behavior before going out in public. It also teaches some basic safety, such as not talking to strangers and staying close to your parents. Order your copy of Mommy and Daddy's Day with the Children by Cherry Peace today and start a wonderful learning journey that the whole family can share. You can order it online at Amazon.com and at BarnesandNoble.com. You can get it as a paperback or even in a Nook or Kindle version. Both Amazon.com and Barnes & Noble will let you preview the book online before buying. Get yours today.
Hey, Mom, can I get this?
Not today, honey.
Please take time out to order your copy of Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children. And remember, please be a good mommy and daddy. Being a good parent is a choice. Use these educational tools to become a good parent. And remember, your child's life is in your hands.
Order your copy today by going online to www.amazon.com or www.barnesandnoble.com and search on Mommy and Daddy's Day with the Children. Or call now at 1-888-232-4444. Operators are standing by to take your order of Cherry Peace's Mommy and Daddy's Day with the Children. Order yours today.
Hi, now joining us is Larry and his son Will. Now, Larry, tell me, why did you buy my book, Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children?
Well, I bought the book for my son, Will, because he loves to read. He loves the pictures in the book, and the thing about it is that we read it together, and not only is it just entertaining for Will, but we actually, he learns from it, and so do I.
Wow. So what chapter did he learn best from out of the book?
Actually, when we got to chapter 2, the first chapter, we went through it, and when we got to chapter 2, that's where the instruction part kind of comes in. So, Will, what's your favorite part about the book?
My favorite part about the book is the pictures.
Is the pictures.
Wow.
And what's the book about, Will?
Good mommy and good then good sisters.
Yeah, see, and that's what we get out of it. The part that instructs us about going to the store and stuff.
So tell us about yourself. You were telling me earlier that you have special needs children.
We adopted all 3 of our children, and they all come from different backgrounds. And my favorite part is actually the last page that you wrote, because it really hits home. It says that parenting is a choice. And since we adopted our 3 kids and they're special needs kids, I really feel that we made a choice, and it's our responsibility to do our best to raise them. And that's why I like the book, because the whole book is not only is entertaining, but it's also instructional.
Yes, it definitely is. And I'm so happy that you're here with us today. And I'm very excited that you read my book. Would you recommend this book to other people out there in the audience?
Not only would I recommend it to children, because it is a children's book, but I would recommend it to the parents.
Wow. Well, you heard it from Larry and his son Will. And we're going to take a break and go to these important messages to see how you can get this book too. Now joining us is Tracy. She bought Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children. And Tracy, tell me, why did you purchase my book and what did you get out of it? What did you learn?
Well, I don't have any children of my own. I'm a college student, and that's of course not a plan in my life right now, but with younger brothers and sisters, I found that I needed to know how to understand them. And so I needed something that was quick, a quick read, easy, straight to the point. And so I went on Amazon, and what I really liked is that it gave you a little preview of the book. And so I saw how colorful and just straight to the point it was. So when I ordered it, I actually sat down with my younger brother and sister, and we went through it and read it together. And they liked that it was good children and that they knew exactly what to do and what was expected of them.
So you're saying that you searched the web and you went to Amazon.com and found my book. So tell me, what key points did you get out of reading Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children?
I think the main thing that I took away from it was just to let the children know what's expected of them, because they want to be a part and they want to feel like they have your respect. And that's really what it is. It's not obey me and do as I say because I'm older than you and I'm in charge. It's I want to respect you. I want to make this a successful trip to the store, and I want you to respect me.
So you're saying that you took out time and talked to them before you entered into the store. So how did that work? What was your experience?
Oh, I mean, it was a great experience. I was surprised how many questions they had. Like, it was things I never thought of. Children, it seems like, at least my little brother and sister, when they come across a situation they don't know how to react to, they get frustrated, and that's when they get upset. And I feel like that's when things start to take a turn for the worse. But if they know that it's okay to ask questions and what's expected of them, then they feel more comfortable in the store.
So would you recommend Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children to the public?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've actually talked to other people about it before and told them this is where I saw it. And it's such a simple thing and it seems so common sense. But it's funny that it took this book and going through it with my little brother and sister to really get the point across that they need to know what's expected of them each and every time before they go into the store.
Well, Tracy, I just want to thank you. And I'm really excited that you love my book, Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children.
Well, thank you so much for having me. And thanks for letting me come on and tell you about how much I've actually used it. I mean, it's made such a difference when it comes to just taking them, not just to the store, but most social situations.
So now you heard it from Tracy. Now go out and get your copy or call the 1-800 number or go to Barnes & Noble or Amazon.com and get your copy. Please take time out to order your copy of Mommy and Daddy's Day Out with the Children. And remember, please be a good mommy and daddy. Being a good parent is a choice. Use these educational tools to become a good parent. And remember, your child's life is in your hands.